Going to be quite an interesting talk, quite an interesting discussion, because we're going to talk about how Bitcoin is likely going to disrupt the markets within the next couple of weeks, 2 months. Basically, extreme pump beyond 70K coming, ultimate alt season. Everything is going to be broken down to pieces for you to understand it very, very well, deeply, in order to earn money infinitely out of this and stay safe. If you're ready for the ride, just make sure you go ahead and wait. uh, Everything is coming. Hi, everybody, and basically this is Premium Fridays webinar, which means that theoretically it should be pretty much like, not necessarily free of charge, but because we have our amazing sponsor, this is free of charge for everybody. And this video is sponsored by Crypto.com, the only exchange that allows you to purchase newly listed tokens up to 50% off. I personally use Crypto.com and I enjoy it a lot. And you're going to be able to find all the right information in the description below to this video. And for engagement, you're going to get $50 of CRO if you go for and follow the links. Up to you, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's very, very good start to kick off something very, very interesting. Many of you are going to find it extremely life-changing within the next couple of weeks, within the next couple of months. Some people are saying the video is low, the volume is low. Let me know if that is true, if I can actually just adjust the mic, if that is the case. My actual office is being remade right now, is being reorganized for better quality streams. So you're going to see brand new quality for the streams anytime soon. Hope the volume is fine. Please let me know in the comments. Let me know where you're writing from. The pollen sweater today is pretty okay. Beautiful sky, although the temperature is pretty low. I hope it's better on your end, everybody. And well, we are going to break down the Bitcoin's charts. Okay, we're going to rally for a couple of time frames. Much respect for all the Banter family as well. I'm very happy that the Banter family is here with us. Okay, USA, Portugal, beautiful countries. Okay, Halop from Sweden, Pozdravenias Dubai, beautiful. London, Spain, Brazil, Pakistan. It's well, Charlotte, USA, Malta, UK, Brazil, well, Poland, of course. That is pretty cool. I'm pretty sure this is going to answer a lot of the questions that you guys have, because I made sure to include the answers to the most frequently asked questions. Okay. And starting off by the technical analysis of Bitcoin, we are going to go for a couple of time frames, for a couple of charts, for you to understand that well, okay, for what Bitcoin is supposedly going to do and how it's going to impact, influence the altcoins, okay? And before we go and before we rally, if you're new to our channel, make sure you leave the you hit the subscribe button, hit the smash the likes button as well. Just like Ran always says, repeats for the Bantu family. Make sure, guys, to help us kick off the algorithms of YouTube to pump our account in order to help you produce more content for free. Okay, let's go. I think it's very clear that Bitcoin is gaining strength. Okay, Bitcoin is gaining strength, and anytime you stop seeing my screen, please let me know very fast. Okay. I am seeing very, very much strength here. Many people would confuse that with weakness, but as a matter of fact, if you think about it, we just broke new all-time high. We retraced tiny bit for 13% in total, tiny bit decline, 13%. Anything within like 15% is usual short-term correction. That is my dog. There are some kids coming. I think this is like some Halloween stuff. So there might be some background noises, excuse that. Most importantly, for the Bitcoin though, we are seeing a kind of like a chart pattern, a formation, if you will, okay? And to me, it's a very bullish formation for a couple of reasons. To start with, we are seeing very strong upwards trend, upwards movement, okay? Definite upwards direction, no question about it. Very sharp, very congested in time, it took pretty much like a couple of weeks, 2 weeks to rally from $40,000 up to 67 and reach the new all-time high. I think this shows very significant power in the area where it showed weakness before. Okay, if you look at it, then anything like in March to May period, where the distribution happened with the followed by the 60% dump approximately, this showed weakness so many times above $58,000. Okay, so $58,000 was this region of the weakness for the bulls. And eventually, we just showed off the new all-time high, and the new all-time high explained that also on Live Trading Stories on Wednesday. New all-time high is a very special incident, is a very special case because it happens very, very rarely. Okay, and well, in a matter of the past 3 years, as if you think about it, we only had two all-time highs per se for the peaks. Okay, we had the $65,000 all-time high past 20K, and we had 67 right now. This is the third instance that we are actually stopping, or should I say, just crossing through the all-time high with such insane power, of course. And if you look closely, you're going to be able to see those shady low colors of the volume weighted average prices anchored. Okay, you see, we can actually just perhaps ramp them up a bit. So that you just know what I'm talking about. Okay, this is a volume weighted average price anchored at the very old all-time highs. Okay, which tells you that the average and fair price based on volume, accounting the price and volume for Bitcoin ever since the all-time high was established in April. Okay, it shows you that the fair price of Bitcoin is 43,803. Okay, I hope that it makes sense. So this entire price action period, ever since the 10th of April or whenever the peak happened, you see that the fair price of Bitcoin based on volume is 43,803. Similarly, there is an anchored volume weighted average price as well, tiny bit higher, which you can see here. There where the highlight stands, 47,453. So this shows that ever since this leg up actually broke for the all-time high, which is why I consider that very important leg up. Okay, it shows you the average price, the fair price of Bitcoin based on volume and price is 47,433. So if any black swan event happens, let's say for some for FUD kicking in, okay, for I don't know, Fed charging with some insanely high taxes, and some unpredicted military expansion, conflicts expanding and emerging, some unpredicted news that basically do not come out from the chart directly, then of course there is a risk always. The higher we go, the higher the risk, and there is a risk that Bitcoin would slash and smash down for a moment into these areas, although I do not believe it's necessarily likely to start with. Okay, so I see a lot of strength in the area where it showed weakness before. I see a new all-time high. I see very sharp upwards trend, gaining on the momentum, gaining on acceleration, and the speed of the trend for how fast it evolves upwards. And at the same time, I'm seeing the bullish chart pattern that is a bull flag. Okay, so this bull flag, technically is called a half mast formation, just like pennant. It consists of a mast or a pole and a proper flag formation. Okay, which is on the contrary direction to the primary trend. The primary trend is defined by the breakout and by the pole orientation, and the pole orientation or the mast orientation is upwards, right? So we're seeing very, very sharp upwards movement. Usually after sharp upwards movements, you see some sort of like pennants, kicking in, or factual bull flags. Okay, so we are looking at a proper chart pattern bull flag, in my opinion, which makes a lot of sense because it actually just wraps around the area of the past weakness. So this is what I would call the slow and process of reclaiming this area of weakness. Okay, this is bullish. And this is very bullish, everybody. And I'm going to be jumping back and forth in order to make sure that you guys can see the screen. Okay, this is going to be basically for your good. Because so many times, on one screen, it's sort of like hard, to just jump back and forth, and it happens that I don't turn on the screen sharing. So, assuming this is a proper bull flag, which I think generally easily is, we are seeing something that may end up being a proper breakout out of the bull flag, which would take us in the local previous area of the weakness, which is like $66,000. perhaps tiny bit of rejection, retest, and further thrust push through. And if you look at it, and then the sharp upwards trend, followed with the half mast pattern, half mast bull flag. Well, it's called half mast bull flag because it usually happens inside in the middle of the trend, right? It shows you like a mid-stop, midpoint in the overall length for the trend. Okay, so it makes sense that if we want to project and forecast the actual range, the target for the bull flag, we then take the size of the pole of the mast, okay, and we put it and add it on top of the breakout level. Okay, so we know, if you look at it, that the actual size is of the flag, it's basically from $43,000 all the way up to 67. Okay, this adds up to $23,000 in total, and $23,000 added on top of like 61, 62. Okay, is going to proportionally extend into a bull flag target given at approximately $85,000. And you tell me, guys, isn't it fucking exciting? Because if you think about it, like, this is something that we have been waiting for the past 3 years. Okay, this is the final ultimate party that that is going to, well, to arrive. Okay, please let me know very quick if the quality is fine, because some people are saying 444 pixels. I don't know if that is truth. Uh, okay, everybody, listen. There are more than 1,000 people watching that live. This is pretty freaking amazing. Okay, so back to the chart. In my opinion, soon we are actually showing the breakout past $70,000. After we break 67, this is a very easy magnet, just like Rookie, my good friend, would say, and we'll put a magnet in here. You would see 70K working as the round magical, number. People in the technical analysis pay special attention to the round numbers. In the technical analysis, the round numbers like 10,000, 100,000, 60, 70, and so on and so forth. A lot of zeros. Those are of special sentiment. And this works as a self-fulfilling prophecy, okay? This works as a self-fulfilling prophecy for the round numbers to act usually as a support or resistance. And well, I really hope that if we go and dive for the higher time frame analysis, and if we turn off all the chart patterns, okay, all the annotations, I want to show you something special, guys. I want to show you something special because I have been talking about this triangle pattern, okay, this triangle pattern that I'm referring to in here. Okay, I was talking to the triangle pattern. We can tell it's clear triangle also by the actual moving average. Okay, this is for your information, 50-week moving average. Okay, it shows the average price of the past 50 weeks, and you can tell how easily it goes upwards. Okay, so it serves as a diagonal support, an actual trend line, a floor of the triangle pattern. You see the triangle in here. Okay, and basically, if you go, I don't know, we can check it out. Symmetric triangle perhaps is going to pop up. Some old tweets. Will we find it? The bookmarks. Let's see the bookmarks. Is it? Well, that's another bottom call that I had, so that's not necessarily the triangle pattern. Yeah, basically I was saying, back in July, okay, at the very flooring of the bottom of the Bitcoin for the complete trend and momentum reset. And I was saying that Bitcoin was as oversold as it was at $9,000 before a huge rally, which was basically this. Okay, they say that this time is different, but due to perception biases, it never is. Market cycles are driven by fear and greed, and I bet the recent fear takes Bitcoin to new all-time highs in Q4. Big fucking check. Okay. But if we are to go for the triangle pattern, please let me find it. I really hope I'm going to find it somehow. Jesus, there are so many tweets. I just want to show to you. Okay. Triangle pattern. Give me triangle pattern. triangle. Shall we search it on the other? Not this triangle, not this triangle. Come on. Okay, listen, there are many of these. If anybody wants to search for it, you're going to search for it. You're going to find it. Okay. In the meantime, I'm going to perhaps, just search. I don't know, whatever. Locally, I was, I was discussing how quarter three was more of consolidation and continuation, as a matter of fact. So locally, okay, this is already confirmed. This is already like seeing some proper breakout in the directions mentioned. Okay, and I was mentioning that in June, and people can say, okay, even broken clock is right twice a day, but how many fucking times can the broken clock be right in a year, one after time after time after time after time? Okay. People say technical analysis doesn't work, but well, I'm just giving you a proof that it does work if you can use it. Okay. So if we go to low timeframes analysis, okay, this is the local support given by the on-court volume weighted average price anchored at this very latest leg up breakout, okay, which is pretty much the support for the most recent upwards thrust towards $67,000. And it provides you with support somewhere around 56,682. Okay, I do not expect that to happen necessarily, but in case you see some news, again, black swan, some unpredicted FUD, and so on and so forth, you may see some algorithms selling off into this area. But then when that happens, this is a kind of like a good buy the dip opportunity for short term. Okay. Otherwise, if you are just joining, then you have to realize that I was giving my bottom calls in here, and I was giving my bottom calls in here twice. Okay. This is something that you're actually going to find very easily. Okay. This was on September 21st, okay, which was pretty much this region. Okay, I was saying that in my opinion, next 48 hours give last buying opportunity before new all-time high for Bitcoin, period. I'll come back to this tweet in 3 months confirming what I say. Fucking check, whatever. I'm not going to wait 3 months. Okay, so best part is, everybody, that all of that was shared free. Okay, all of that was shared transparently on Twitter. This is something you can search 24/7. It's right there. So knowing we have this local consolidation in the form of a bull flag, which is a typical bullish continuation pattern, and we are seeing a proper breakout for this bullish pattern. Well, target for this pattern is $85,000. Okay, this is freaking awesome. And listen, I think I promised you as well, very quick check. Okay, very quick check for the altcoin situation. Knowing that Bitcoin is bullish, this is going to push altcoins slightly aside. This is going to be the main player, the main party, director. This is going to be the main player of crypto for the next month, maybe. Okay, you're going to see a lot of altcoins probably clueless, perhaps continuing sideways until Bitcoin steps down for a moment, perhaps blows off the top, and unless the altcoins rally. But if we were to analyze the total market capitalization of altcoins, then here's the right chart. Okay, and basically this is crypto total market cap excluding BTC. So in altcoins, excluding BTC, in altcoins you are currently seeing approximately $1.5 trillion. This is historically high value, and if you look at it, then it might happen that we have just broken new all-time highs for the market cap of altcoins. So altcoins are still gaining the traction and still gaining in power against dollar. This is something really cool. Okay, so record after record, all-time high after all-time high. And guys, I promise to you, if you want to lose all your money, you can turn off this webinar and go and short it. Go and short every breakout until you run out of money. And then you're going to come back and say that, oh, dude, you were fucking right. Okay. So basically the worst thing you can do right now, is to short, is to faith and literally, expect to short the top after all-time highs breakout. You do not short all-time highs. I know people who are shorting Bitcoin from $20,000 to $60,000. Okay, they got devastated, smashed, destroyed. If you do not want to be like that, do not attempt to short Bitcoin or altcoins right into the most volatile period, most likely in Bitcoin's history. The biggest amount of money is going to inflow, okay, flow into Bitcoin. And basically, for those who missed, I was also talking like, this is something you can Google. By the way, this is another legendary call from. I'm putting that, just for information, uh, for how it works. Okay, people were saying at the $10,000 breakout, actual breakout retest of a major downtrend line. Okay, for the freer bear market trend line. People were saying that I was a fucking idiot for saying that I was buying Bitcoin, that it's the over, and I basically call that disbelief. Okay, and there was a give. Bitcoin gave long-term breakout retest, and people literally thought the bull market ended, and it happens again and again and again, and $10,000, $20,000, 30, 60. Okay, and those people are naturally bearish because they missed out on the party. When you miss out on the party, the only thing you cannot miss out on is to short the dump. But if you're not realizing the bigger context, you end up shorting. You end up shorting something that is extremely powerful. And something that is extremely powerful, which is Bitcoin right now, right into the most powerful breakouts that you're going to see. Okay. Well, shorting that means hating money. This has no question to it. Okay. So back to the altcoins, we are seeing, the results of something that I was saying as well in July. Okay, I was giving you, this is chart unchanged since July. I was showing you off this bullish divergence. This is an RSI, Relative Strength Index. Okay, showing you the momentum, and the momentum was saying now somewhere in June, July, that there was a bullish divergence. Okay, that the market sell-off was slowing down for the entire crypto altcoin market. Okay, in this bullish divergence, well, I'm not surprised because it followed exactly what I said. Okay, so new all-time highs. In my opinion, this is the beginning of the ultimate alt season. With this different, that it's not going to shoot up like 10 or 100x immediately. Instead, it's going to slightly just move up, slightly move up. Whenever Bitcoin just rallies hard, altcoins are going to also, well, gain against USD, but most likely lose against BTC Birbs. Okay, so this is going to, like as a summation, which I'm going to explain in a second, this is going to make altcoins either slope up steadily and move in a gradual upside trend, steady without popping, or major sideways. But basically, we are starting to accelerate it, and you are going to see something like this. Okay, not immediate shot, but instead some local, like slowly sloping up movements, most likely because of Bitcoin's claiming the market, claiming the lead. And then the final ultimate alt season party that I keep talking, where everything is going to pump 5 to 10x. Okay, this is going to be the final time. And I really hope that, guys, if you short, you not only lose money for being wrong, but you also pay insanely high opportunity cost. The insanely high opportunity cost, if you think about it, all those money that you could put for altcoins, okay, when you can do it, and if you could put it for altcoins, which you could multiply 10x, 5x, or 20x, okay, then imagine you lose everything before it even happens to shorting. Okay, so you're not only losing money on shorting, you're losing 20x on your portfolio, let's say. Okay, of course, I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know what numbers it's going to pull off. I don't know if we wake up tomorrow, for example, right? I don't simply know that. But basically, what I'm trying to say that if you guys are really in it for the Q4 for November, December, which are the most explosive months historically for Bitcoin, where Bitcoin returns on average more than 64% on average for the performance of Q4. Well, this is going to be the time, guys, to practically just be there and sit and enjoy. Okay, but do not attempt to short it. And very quickly and very straightforward, if we are also to see DeFi, okay, this is a DeFi perpetual index from futures from FTX. Okay, and what you are seeing is another triangle. Okay, this is another form of a triangle, a larger triangle. Well, chart patterns basically are self-fulfilling prophecy, especially in lower time frames. They work because people make them work, as I explained many times, which was proven when I was actually preparing for my charter market technician certifications. Um, Whenever people recognize the patterns, okay, some patterns, formations, geometric formulas, our brains fill our body with the dose of dopamine, the hormone of happiness. And our brains reward us biologically for recognizing the patterns. Okay, it's like treating yourself for being right on spotting the pattern, which is the reason why so many people force in the patterns at times. And they see, let's say they read in a book that there is a chart triangle pattern, and they press long on it. And when they press long, the price goes up, and at the same time the market pumps. So this is a self-fulfilling prophecy in a major part. Okay, and this is scientifically proven. I'm not really pulling that out of my, you know, uh, head, if you will. But most importantly, altcoins per DeFi sector is lagging tiny bit behind altcoins. This is obvious. The altcoins as a whole already broke the new highs, the new all-time highs. DeFi is still lagging behind. It still hasn't caught up. Okay, it's still yet to catch up. And you're seeing another consolidation in the weakness, the previous area of weakness, just like Bitcoin. Okay, with this different, the DeFi is lagging behind. So it tells me that DeFi is undervalued. So if you guys, for example, are not loaded in DeFi and still want to do it, then the market tells you it's still not too late. The market tells you that you still have room for growth. This is pretty awesome. Okay, but the main the major cryptos are showing you the path, are showing you the direction. The DeFi is yet to catch up. So in my opinion, you're going to see this ascending triangle pattern broken up very, very soon with a breakout retest in the previous area of weakness, with the breakdown that happens before, okay, and then upside rally. And this is a DeFi index perpetual futures. This is a DeFi index. It shows the aggregation, the aggregated effect result of what DeFi altcoins do. Now, please let me know if this makes sense, everybody, okay? This is pretty cool. 1262 people, 1262 guys are on the stream. I'm very, very happy for you because this very show may literally change your way of thinking and actually save your wealth, save you from shorting, save you from giving money back to the market, and basically improve your lifetime. Okay, and this is pretty awesome. And if you're, again, so many people have just joined, if you're new to this channel, make sure you actually hit the subscribe button, smash the likes, leave some kind comments if you enjoy that, and leave some questions, because I'm going to also during the show commit for the couple of minutes to go for some questions, and later after the show I always try and do my best to answer the questions. So please leave them. Okay, leave some thumbs up if you enjoyed the content so far. And well, basically the plan is, okay, back to the total crypto chart of the altcoins. I do basically believe that we are yet ahead to see the largest pumps. Okay, we haven't seen the real pumps just yet. If you remember 2017, or if you were here in 2017, you remember every altcoin pumping like 5x, 10x. But this means that this is going to be the final time, the final period on the market. Okay, because that happens usually right after the Bitcoin peaks. So here basically is the chart. We can take it from here. We can take it also from the bookmarks, because that's something that I posted already. Okay, so basically we have two curves. One of the curves, okay, is Bitcoin's chart. The orange curve is Bitcoin, just like the Bitcoin color stands for, okay, and the other is the altcoins market cap chart, which is basically the same chart that I displayed in here. Okay, so this is one chart laid on top of the another. Okay, and the reason is that I want to show you and explain for how the blow off top and ultimate alt season is going to work for its mechanism. So this is very clear to me, by the way. I hope you can see the screen. This is very clear to me, okay, that for the altcoins to ultimately rally off, okay, for the Bitcoin to go past 70K and even go past 100. I believe personally that somewhere between $100,000 and $200,000 perhaps. 150 and $200,000 is going to be the actual peak. So first, before the ultimate out season happens, the peak of Bitcoin needs to happen and occur. This is very logical, and hear me out. So the orange curve, this is, by the way, like this entire part ever from here is my projection. Okay, this is not something that the chart includes. The chart stops here. Okay, so just like I was saying, I'm expecting altcoins, okay, to follow and slowly, gradually, follow Bitcoin on its direction, go either hand in hand or slightly lag behind Bitcoins because of Bitcoin's, taking over the control over the market. But basically, I do believe that the moment that the Bitcoin peaks, okay, the moment that the Bitcoin peaks, wherever it peaks, 100, 150, $200,000, wherever it peaks, I have no idea where it peaks. I have no idea when it peaks. My assumption is that it peaks at the same time that it usually does, which is mid-December. Last time, every cycle has had so far significant market reversals, log time from reversals for the peaks, more usually for the bottoms, but at the same time for the peaks in December's. Okay, so there is something special about December and the seasonality of Q4. November, December is usually very good performance for altcoins and for Bitcoin. So assuming there is no unprecedented news, no unexpected FUD news coming in, we assume that Bitcoin is going to peak around $200,000 or 150, wherever. Okay, when it peaks, it smashes the 30, 40, 50, or even more $1,000 reversal candle on a single day. I know many of you are thinking, what does this idiot say? Even like, is this dude drugged or something? And I'm here to tell you that you will see the reversal day being equal to $50,000, $60,000 drop in a single day. Okay, the volatility on the peaks is not like $3,000 just like you saw recently on a 1 minute time frame. Okay, 2 days ago or so, or yesterday. The volatility is literally going to chop you up. Is going to be extremely choppy. You're not going to see like some tiny minor oscillations. This shit is going to go like this. Okay, and every single chop, every single day, the higher to the peak we get, the more volatile we become. So how will I know that when the peak comes? Well, observe the volatility. Where the larger the volatility, the bigger the volatility, the closer you are to the very peak. Okay, this is very logical. It has a lot of sense. And that is exactly why in the next 2-3 months, I'm scaling out of crypto. I'm moving all my assets, all my wealth, crypto wealth, to undervalued assets, which is silver, which is gold, which is real estate. I'm going to have some uranium stocks as well, the miner stocks, commodity stocks. I'm going to have some derivatives, options play for 2022 as well, and still occasionally play the seasons of crypto. I'm not going to quit crypto. I'm going to just move it out, most of my wealth out of crypto in order to protect against the high risks and the bear market of 90% declines on the portfolio. Okay, so just like it says, blow off top is first, then the Bitcoin market starts to reverse with the dump of $50,000 in a single day. This is the bear market confirmation. Okay, and remember that the orange line is Bitcoin, right? So the Bitcoin peaks just like it says in here. Okay, then you see local pullback because of this high volatility. You're going to see 50% candle, 50K candle down, and the 30, 40K candle up. But this time it's not going to, it's going to reject it heavily and confirm an actual breakdown and a bear market start. Okay, so just like this orange curve shows, you're going to see, okay, the final blow off top, the final 50K drop down. Okay, then the final pullback not equal to the previous high, and the further downside declines from the complacency and people thinking, okay, it's going to be good, but it will not. Okay, and from the moment, here we are, this is the point 2. The point 3 is altcoins absorb volatility and capital exiting Bitcoin. So if you spread the milk across the table, if you spill the milk across the table, the milk takes over and spreads over the table. Okay, and when it does, it's exactly the same how the capital spreads across the market. So when the Bitcoin peaks, all this insane capital from institutions, from retails joining in, from the mainstream joining in, all of these money is going to move and rotate to cryptos, which is exactly why, because of their low liquidity, they're going to have very significant influx of demand in a very short period of time, and it's going to rally off the insane FOMOs and 5-10x pumps on a single day everywhere. Okay. So this, everybody, is something I hope very clear. Okay, and the final stages, just like I said, the moment that Bitcoin confirms the breakdown and altcoins take over, you're going to see the proper ultimate alt season, 2-3 weeks window of paradise, 2-3 weeks window of altcoins rallying 5, 10, 20, 100x, 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks of your everybody making money. 2 to 3 weeks of final euphoria, people hanging on the calls with unrealized profits, but hanging on the calls and choosing the calls for their Lambos. The JP Morgan is going to announce uh, they have huge holdings for crypto, for Bitcoin. All the tech giants are going to keep opening up new crypto payments and so on. Apple, Amazon, Google, all of that bullshit. Okay, the more of that you see, the better for you to run and get out of the market. And I had this discussion with Ran. I met Ran in Dubai, and I literally told him this plan, and it's so far following very well. Okay, so I was saying before the all-time highs happened, the Bitcoin was going to pull all-time highs the next few days. Check. You see institutional and retail's FOMO hard, and it's actually starting to ramp up. You see Mastercard accepting cryptos, okay, very soon. You see Tesla saying they're going to bring back cryptos. You'll see Amazon, Apple, Facebook, Google, Microsoft, eBay, Alibaba, all of huge corporate companies are going to start accepting cryptos, and they have to do it. They have to do it because there is insane demand from the market, and they open up the business, okay, to acquire new clients. So this is very paying off well for them. Tech giants opening crypto payments, okay? Bitcoin pulling the actual peak between $150,000 and $200,000 reversal day, just like I said, the ultimate out season, okay? And the bear market starting. So basically, and of course, $20,000 or $10,000 to $20,000 Bitcoin floor. People calling me an idiot for that, of course, but the truth is that people were calling me an idiot in January 2018 when I was saying, that Bitcoin would be trading later this year, on 2018 at $4,000. So basically, it's the tweet is there, like everything is there. I never deleted that. You can go ahead and check. Just do your own research and make the efforts. Okay, and they called me idiot for saying $4,000 back then as well. And 11 months later, they found the tweet and they called me a prophet. They called me like some Nostradamus. They called me some insane skilled trader, and so on and so forth. People are always like that. The masses are always like that. Okay, so they're calling me an idiot right now as well, but I'm pretty sure I'm right as well again this time. I'm rarely ever, I'm like, I can be wrong about what's going to happen in the next 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 days, 5 weeks, but I'm pretty rarely ever wrong about the high time frame reversals and major tops and bottoms of the cycles. Okay, and well, speaking of altcoins, there's quite an interesting project I found of my Polish friends. I don't know how many Polish friends are actually, watching that, but I literally got to know Rafał Zorski. He's my great friend, and his team actually prepared something special. By the way, I'm not paid to say that. Okay, I'm not paid to say that. I'm going to share with you something that I feel is very valuable, and you do whatever you want with that. I'm not going to press anybody. But basically, they launched Big Short Bets, and for those who know Wall Street Bets, and this overall case where when there was a short squeeze, coming from Reddit, from the game station, you remember that? So basically, there was a lot of insider trading. Nancy Pelosi is fined one time after another for insider trading, for having some literal insider information and trading based on top of that, which is illegal. Institutions are really in the markets, and they are very agreeing, to make certain deals dump or pump the market, just like JP Morgan does continuously, and they lose all their courts, pretty much sessions. Institutions are are very harmful to the market. We cannot really, ever forbid that to come, but this is not necessarily good for the actual market. There is a lot of manipulation, and the manipulation comes from institutions more often than not. And basically, big short bets. Okay, big short bets is an actual answer against that. Okay, because it's supposed to provide you the decentralized platform, which is actually decentralized, connected with the dark web power, their dark web engine, to make it fully anonymous, way more anonymous than anything we are having right now, and mostly on the DeFi market. And long story short, this is going to be a Nasdaq against USDT. This is going to help you literally for the first time, other than what you saw on FTX or what you saw on Binance. Okay, you're going to see a proper trading for Nasdaq stocks against USDT. Okay, this is very controversial. But this is a proper answer to the institutional manipulations, and the reason is that it's coming also with some sort of like a decentralized Twitter. They showed me the demo the other day. They showed me like how it looks. It looks very well. It actually works already. They have a working product, and you kind of like enter the dark web. You connect your MetaMask, your wallet, where you have the Big Short Bet tokens as well, Big Short Bets tokens, and you can engage with anonymous content in there, but with the insider info. Let's say there's a worker of Tesla, there is an employee of Amazon, of Google, or whatever. Okay, and they know that something bad is going on in the company. They know that something smells. Okay, they basically know that there is some bullshit going on, and that for example, Tesla is, or rather like Toyota company is selling the stocks. Okay, and perhaps they do not reveal that in the statements or in the quarterly earnings reports, and they're like basically cheating or lying to the people. So as a potential employee worker for the Toyota, for the Tesla, or for such a company, you can actually leave and deposit the message anonymously. Okay, let's say signed papers, some secret papers. Okay, secret documents signed by the high authorities of the companies, and you have the insider info that all those big institutions have, that all those big corrupted fucking politicians have. Okay, I think this is a fair bet. I think this is really a fair bet, and this is a Polish project. Okay, there are not many good Polish projects, which is something that I'm very sad with. But the reason I'm sharing that with you guys is, I'm not necessarily like system anti-system guy. I mean, I am usually. I believe that the politicians are very corrupted, and they do not really want well for us. But as a crypto investor, as an actual investor, I want to stay protected against insider trading, which is unfair, pretty much. And apparently, for the project, for the Big Shots Bets, they literally say that it's going to it has its own working project already, and they're going to launch this Nasdaq USDT pairs for the GameStop, for AMC, for actual index, for Tesla, for gold, for Bitcoin. Okay, for against USDT, against USDC. I think this was in February. I think that they are going to launch this in February 1st, 2022, if I remember correctly. And I can actually just leave the link for you so you can check it out. Let me repeat: I am not paid to say that. I'm sharing that because of my own beliefs. Okay, those are aside my very good friends I respect very much, and I believe that some organic cases are good. Okay, and the only part is that is different about this one than the other projects is that they actually didn't raise money for that. All the money that they raised, they put in for the liquidity in order to avoid the liquidity manipulations. So all the money they raised in the proper like pre-sale, they put in the network. They put in as the liquidity, the added liquidity, in order to avoid the liquidation, the liquidity issues and the market manipulations as well inside this. Okay, so they are pretty much just like Satoshi, what I'm thinking about it, just like Satoshi put Bitcoin in the network, put in there, left this, in the internet, and then he disappeared. then basically they're doing pretty much the same. They're just putting the project out there for the people and for the people to manage that in a decentralized way. I fucking love it. Okay, do what you want about it. In my opinion, this is really really good, really good project for everybody to have a look. Big Short Bets, go ahead and check it out. And shout out to Rafał Zaorski and my good friends from this project. I think this is pretty amazing. I rarely ever do this. I rarely ever do this unless I really respect it. Okay, and let me answer very quick a couple of questions. Okay, Litecoin. What about Litecoin? So Litecoin, in my opinion, is a proper monster. Okay, very quick stuff, very simple stuff. It's consolidating in the previous area of weakness, which is this. Okay, the rejection of May 2019. All-time highs was already pretty much broken. Okay, still sitting 50% off the highs, which is pretty fucking awesome. Good buying opportunity. It's consolidating in the form of a triangle. You can tell that, and basically, in my opinion, it's going to rally off to somewhere between $1,000 and $2,000. Also, because like if Bitcoin pulls 3x against like $67,000, 65 to 3x, is going to give you like this 200k. Right, so if Bitcoin pulls 3x against dollar, then Litecoin as well is going to put 3x against dollar if it stays flat against Bitcoin. Okay, so imagine, and Litecoin is historically low against Bitcoin right now. Okay, if you look at it, then Bitcoin is so much dominating against Litecoin that it gets you actual, like, I don't fucking know, like 16x or something like that for the growth potential, just to go for the equal highs ever. But okay, even if we just don't do this and we literally go, I don't know what happened, but we literally go, even equal in 2018 highs, then you basically still have what, like 6-7x from here. And this 6-7x combined with this 3x, 2-3x from Bitcoin actually gives you something between what, 12-18x in my opinion. So take this price, take the market price, add a couple of zeros to it, and you're welcome. In my opinion, 1500s, and it's pretty cool. And I have a couple of low leverage longs in there, and if I'm right about this thesis, it's basically going to earn me a couple of millions just out of $20,000 to $30,000 like positions. I think it's pretty cool. Pick any two favorite altcoins. This is Ethereum and Litecoin to me. What about Step Finance? I also have Step Finance. I do believe it's going to rally off decently. I have the chart. I posted a chart in the public call the other day. It's consolidating basically here as well in the form of triangle. I told you in a tweet today, okay, I told everybody in the tweet today that a lot of altcoins are literally moving in this consolidation, okay? Where do you have it? Most of altcoins have been consolidating in major triangle patterns for months already, moments before 10x rallies. That's basically what I think applies to Step Finance as well. Okay, guys, make sure to hit the subscribe button, smash the likes to help us grow and kick off the YouTube algos. Your help and support is very needed. And if you appreciate the content, leave some kind comments as well. I'll do my best to go for the questions later on. Okay. And well, for the Step Finance, just like I said, or for Crowny, or for Kudos, or for DeFi, for Litecoins, you see a lot of, or for linear charts, linear finance, for Litecoin, you see a lot of triangles, and those triangles are going to fucking explode and blow up, in my opinion, in the next weeks. Okay, just be patient with it. And listen, I'd love to cover more topics for you, but it's actually impossible. I'm running out of time. But I want to get you something very special. Okay, and let me find it. I think basically we are going to well, get you something very good and very interesting. 500,000 followers milestone is approaching very fast. I mean, you're approaching that very fast. Okay, and I want to repeat something insanely valuable that we did in May for 200K Congress, for 200K celebration. So basically, I'm going to launch on November 12th to November 25th. I'm going to launch 500K celebration, 14-day free trading congress, 14-day free trading congress, which means for the 14 days straight, you're going to engage and participate as free participants for free 24/7 with free exclusive access to the Birb Nest, to all the exclusive corners of the Birb Nest, of the educational trade group trading community that I've existed since 2017. On top of that, you're going to see daily webinars, daily streams, daily interviews with the biggest projects, with the biggest, well, projects. This is going to be a minority because the main focus is the trading. So you're going to learn for free for 14 days with the biggest names, my streams, my team streams, biggest traders I know on Twitter. Okay, those all friends, all the biggest people I respect the most that I met in Dubai and outside are going to participate in that and are going to share the knowledge with you guys. Okay, like listen, this is something that is pretty cool. Just like I said in here, 14-day free trading congress to improve your profitability, trading skills, and prepare for the bear market. Biggest names, biggest traders, trading sessions all day long, free for fucking all. This is insane. This is insane, but I want to pull it off insanely because of the insane milestone of 500,000 followers. This is basically one of the largest communities of this kind. And if you guys are ready for it, you have to stay tuned, okay? And if you want to just go ahead and actually, make sure you don't miss out on this, November 12th to November 25th, okay? I want to get you 7 days free in the nest to start with, okay? Then you're going to be able to get another time period free. So basically, if you go to thebirbnest.com and you put the right upper corner, sign up free, you put in your email, put in your first name, okay? Email, first name, and our system automatically sets you up for educational trading materials, all the markets, crypto, forex, stocks, commodities, indices, whatever the fuck you want. 24/7 support from me and from my team. You have actual signals, although I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of signals. Exclusive webinars, all that for free 7 days in order to get you prepared for the 500K Congress. And guys, if this doesn't speak like it's fine to you, then I don't think you're going to make it so easily, okay? And everybody, I need to be running very fast. I truly appreciate your coming. And this is not all, this is not everything. You're going to have, right after I disconnect from the stream, there's going to be a giveaway. And you're going to be able to win 1 month of exclusive premium membership in the Birb Nest, which is equal to approximately $130 dollars for free, okay? And the only thing you'll have to do is going to follow the steps that you're going to see in a brief moment, okay, for the very giveaway. And guys, I truly appreciate it coming. Hit the subscribe button, smash the likes, leave some kind comments. If you enjoy this show, do not short and just enjoy, sit back. And this is going to be a lot of fireworks, everybody. God bless you, stay safe, and join for the giveaway.